Namaste. Let's start another yoga session. It's a classical hatha yoga with small modifications, allowing everyone to do their own variations and feel for your own body and pick up on your modifications. So we are standing. So watch your feet, grounding. Spread a little bit your toes to be aware of the feet, the edges, the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels, the arches. Then slowly bring the attention up, lower legs, knees. Keep the knees a little relaxed. Then upper legs, the hips. And here, let's feel what's happening. Place one foot a little forward to the other and open, feel your hips and feel the other leg. It tends to rotate. So don't let it, and rotate in and out. And just feel what's happening on this hip and on the other hip. Then change legs. We always do both sides so we can compare any imbalances. So just notice what it is. Then the pelvic floor, forward and back. It rotates. Then keep it in neutral. Engage a little bit your abdomen and lengthen up. Shoulders rotating back away from the ears. Abdomen a little long. Head long, like someone is pulling from the crown of your head. And this is the mountain pose. Most difficult because we don't always think about alignment and we just sink in different positions. So we are in mountain pose, gaze at the tip of the nose, and maybe think about what you want to achieve from this practice today. Try to be aware of your body, the breath. And slowly looking forward, rotate your shoulders back. Feel how you open the chest. Then extend, collecting energy all the way up, gaze up to the ceilings. Then slowly, with your palms, press the air down along your chakras as you exhale. So let's do it again. Inhale, lengthen up from the soles of your feet. Exhale, going down. One more. Open up the whole body. Exhale down. So let's warm up the joints, wrists, different rotations, both ways, change direction. Bend the elbows, out and in. Try to feel what's happening on your shoulders, on your chest, subtle sensations, everything is connected. Then relax shoulders, backwards. Again, follow the breath and feel it on the whole body. And the other way, so feel the whole body from the soles of your feet all the way to the crown. So we did the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. Now let's take care of the neck. Slowly rotate towards one side. Don't go all the way, just stay there and breathe. Make sure you rotate only the neck. Wait for another exhale and let's see if we can rotate a little more. If there is room, if there is not, just stay there. We don't look for sensations, for trespassing the range of motion. We just relax with the breath and the body will open. Wait for an exhale, come back to center. Take another inhale, lengthen up the whole body, feel it the whole again. And as you exhale, rotate the other way. Feel the breath in and out through the nose. Exhale, see if there is a little more room. Relaxing. And come back. So we did one rotation. Now let's bend. If that's enough for you, stay there. If you want more, press a little bit. If you want even more, extend the other arm sideways. And feel what's happening. Relax your face. With the inhale through the nose. Going down the body. And the exhale. Releasing all that is no more needed. And come back. Other side. Nice and tall, creating space first, then bend. Again, if you want a little more, press gentle. Maybe extend the arm, maybe not. Never exaggerate. Observe your breath. Then come back. So we did the neck, we did the arms, the shoulders. Now going down the body, let's do something for the spine. So extend. And exhale, change, inhale, extend, expand. One more. Feel your feet pressing down. Keep the attention on the whole body, toes to head. And that's okay. Now let's bend a little bit sideways. So first I create space, then I bend. I relax my neck. If you want, you can extend the opposite arm and reach. Don't forget to pay attention to your feet, legs, upper body. Relax your face. Wait for an inhale, come up and release other side. Nice and tall, bend. Relax your neck. And again, if you want, you can extend one arm. Make sure here, just a comment, don't let your shoulder go in, keep the chest open. Then again, wait for an inhale and come back. So we did the spine, next major joint, the hips. Soften the knees. So this joint rotates sideways. It's going forward and back. Let's change another way. So we did at the beginning open and close. Now you can use the hip and raise one knee. Then bring it back, point down with your toes, lengthen up, all the weight on one leg. Now try to raise the back leg. This is also extension from the hip. Other side. First, we do this all day, sitting. Then let's do the other one that we don't do all the time. Opening. Hip flexors. And that's okay. Next joins the knees. So the hips can move all ways. The knees basically can only do one movement, open and close. Let's do the other side, open, close. And the ankles, rotations. Also the ankle can go all ways, up and down, flex and point, and circles both ways. And the other one, flex and point, and circles both ways. Good. So everybody's joint is different. I showed you before. Some of the joints are opening more or less, like the hinge on the door. So if you remember, I showed you if everybody's raising one arm up and try to move it backwards. Some people have more angle than others. So you cannot change that much in this regard. So some people are here, some people are here. That's the maximum. Don't fight that. Let's try the other side just for balance. So lengthen up, then bring the arm back. So this is your range of motion. It's yours, be happy with it. Don't try to fight it. Then relax. So we did all this just to remember to pay attention to our joints functions and how to keep them healthy and opening to their max. Okay, let's go for sun salutations, top of the mat, mountain pose. Take a moment and align your body like we did before. Feel your feet, your legs, your pelvic floor. Abdominals a little bit on, lengthen up the spine. Then open up your chest and arms up, reaching to the sky. Now I want you to engage more your arms and push your chest forward for a small back bend. Experience what you feel. Then come up, arms sideways and hands on the hips. Soften the knees, keep the heart open, and slide your hips backwards. Forward bend with the spine straight. Arms down on the blocks, straighten up the knees as much as it is. You might feel by now the hamstrings. If they are a little tight, you might need to keep the knees bended, that's okay. Most important is to keep the spine long and straight. Drop your head. Nod your head as in yes. Make sure there is no restriction, no tension. Then softly bend the knees, place your hands on the sides of your feet and start walking all the way down into plank. Open your heart. Press the thighs up, press the heels back, strong core, shoulders open, your fingers, your edges. Then slowly bring the knees down. Open knees side to side. Hips. Warming up more the hips here and opening them. Feel what you do on your hips now. But as you sit here, make sure you have lots of space on the lower back. So the glutes are relaxed here. And we open the hips a little bit. Now open more the knees, touch the big toes together, and extend sitting in child pose. Create lots of space, support your head. So even this one, for some of us, is a hip opener. Imagine someone is pressing down your lower back, down and backwards, so you can sink more in the pose. And relax. Just observe the breath. Inhale to the nose, exhale to the nose. Feel your rib cage. And slowly look forward, forearms down. Let's bring the knees closer, extend one leg, then the other one into lower plank. This one is strengthening the muscles. Excellent for the back muscles, for the abdominals, for the arms, for the legs. Excellent pose. Then slowly knees down and coming up in Sphinx. Walk your legs backwards, creating lots of space in the joints. Now press into your hands and come up in half cobra. Feel everything. Your heart is open. Bend the elbows a little bit to have more space. Pubic bone down. Keep breathing. And slowly relax. Move your hands more to the back. Rotate your shoulders back away from the ears and sideways. Widen up. And cobra. Then toes under, strong arms come up in plank. Then downward dog. Feel free to move, to slide sideways in your dog. Then keep the knees bended for a while until you lengthen more, create more space on the back. Then try to straighten up the knees as much as it is, pressing the heels down. Very complex pose. Try to feel what is doing for you, for your arms, strengthening, lengthening, sides of the body, back, front, abdominals, hips back. And try to anterior rotate your pelvic floor a little bit, bring the tailbone down to the pelvis, and feel what's happening on the lower back. Then slowly move back into plank, knees down, side to side hips. Good. Let's rest a little bit more, once more in extended child pose. Maybe this time arms are oblique, long, or support your head. Again, lengthen up the spine, press gentle down the lower back, the tailbone. Maybe open more the knees. Let's see if there is more room than before. Gentle hip opener. Then stay there for another breath. Prepare for your transition, slowly coming back to knees and hands. And come up into downward dog. Good. Bring the feet closer together and inhale, left leg up, down dog splits. Open as much as it is. Then bend the knee in the air, bring the knee to front, then bring the leg outside of the other one, of the right leg. Now press into your right leg. It's a downward dog and one leg, the other leg is just touching. Then bend the knee, the left knee, and bring the foot on the top of the right knee and come up to front. Bring the knee to front, but don't touch. And come back into one leg downward dog, the other leg crossing the knee. Then slowly come down. So right knee down, but the left leg is crossed over. And see if you can sit backwards as much as you can. Lots of stretch on your left glutes. Feel what's happening. Some of you might might be able to sit all the way down. Some of you know. Either way, that's okay. If you feel the stretch, you've done your part. So coming up, strong arms, toes under the back foot. Let's come up again into downward dog with one leg crossed, then release the legs. Walk your dog. Open more. Then let's sit again in extended child pose. Sinking in, opening more the knees, opening more the hips. The more you open the knees, the more you open the hips. This time it's easy. Our toes are touching. We start gradually to open more the hips. Then slowly straighten your arms and come back into tabletop. Getting ready to come up and down dog again. Toes under and come up and downward dog. Do it your own way. Then bring the feet closer for balance and extend your right leg up. Down dog split. Open up as much as you can. Bend the knee, bring it forward. Then cross. Right foot over the left knee and come back into downward dog. Try to open the right hip. And slowly come up on the toes and very gentle, bring the knee down. And walk your arms backwards, trying to sit as much as we can. Hip opener and glute stretch. Let's stay here for another breath. Then slowly prepare to come up, toes under, come up in downward dog with one leg crossed. Then release the leg on the side, cross leg. But all the weight is on the left leg. Long arms, long sides. Then uncross your legs, coming back into regular downward dog. Roll up on your toes and back into plank to strengthen more. Then one more time, extend the child pose, toes touching, open the knees more, as much as it is. But try to observe that every time you are opening the knees a tiny little bit more. And that's opening the hips a tiny little bit more. And your spine is long and relaxed. Breathing easy to the nose, in and out. So we stay here relaxing and the body opens with gravity. Isn't that amazing in yoga? And coming back slowly. And let's go back into downward dog. Find your dog. Feel free to move, to sway your hips, to walk the dog, whatever feels right for you in this moment. So looking forward, bring the right leg to front, outside of your right hand, and slide your back leg all the way it goes. Now you feel the opening on your hip flexor here, the back leg. Now bring the knee down, toes under, and try to sink more into the pose. If this is too easy, you can go down into your forearms. So stay wherever you feel the action into your hip flexor, opening your hip flexor. So now you might rotate your right foot on the outer edge and open the right knee. I don't know if you see from that side. So I'm rotating, let me move to the other side so you can see. So my right foot is on the edge and I'm opening the right knee here. That's opening my right hip. And also as I sink into the pose, I'm working on my hip flexor on the left side. And coming back, toes heels, your foot back between your hands, your front foot. Hands down, toes under the back leg, straighten the back leg and step forward, forward bend. Good. So slowly walk back into downward dog. So I want you to really feel the dog. Anytime when you end up into a pose, I want you to feel the maximum of it. Good. Looking forward, soften the knees, bring forward your left leg all the way outside your front hand. Release the pelvis. So now you open the right hip flexor. You might bring the knee down, toes under, and relax even more. You can go down on your forearms or not. You can stay here or you can walk out the left foot and rotate it on the edge and opening more the left hip. So find in each position, you feel more benefit. For me with straight arms, I feel more on my right hip flexor. If I'm going down, I feel less. Keep breathing. Slowly coming back, toes heels, front leg moving back between your hands, toes under, bring the front leg back, downward dog. And now let's again open the knees all the way to the edges or even more, toes still touching. Relax. Extend each elbows again. Now I want you to open a little bit the toes away from each other and feel how you open more the hips, but go very slowly, gradually. Let's stay here for another 5, 4, 3. Think even more if there is room. 2. And 1. Prepare for the transition, take your time. Slide forward and come back into the tabletop. Side to side hips. Great. And let's come up on the knees and do a small camel here. So knees underneath the shoulders, pelvic floor in neutral, lengthen up the spine and rotate towards one side. You can stay here, maybe push forward your hips, maybe reach for the heel, maybe extend the other arm up, maybe not. Again, push your hips forward, hip flexors again. And come back other side, reaching up, rotate. Lots of space on the lower back. And come back. Let's go back into the tabletop, maybe on the forearms to relax the wrists a little bit. We've put a lot of weight on them so far. So some of us might need a break, especially if you have a little arthritis on your wrists. Then get ready for the next one. So we are in tabletop, nice and happy, smiling, relaxing, moving the hips from side to side, then engage into your fingers, raising the arches of your hands, bringing the toes under, engage your mula bandha a bit, the abdominals a bit more, then sliding back, raise the knees just a touch, then more, slowly coming up into downward dog. Good. Inhale. Your left leg up, down dog splits. Bend the knee, bring it across the other one to the front. So all your weight again into your right leg. Cross legs again, left ankle over the right knee. Then going forward into plank, cross leg and bring the leg all the way to front in pigeon. Walk backwards the back leg, another huge hip opener here, and stretch on the left glutes. Feel free to use a block to support your left hip or any props you might have at home. Just relax here. If you feel too much, bend the front knee more. If you don't feel enough, open the front knee a little more, up to parallel to the front of the mat. Then you want to relax the whole body, find the support for your head. Keep breathing in and out to the nose. Fully relax the whole body, especially your left leg. Relax the left glutes. Then slowly coming up, sitting on your left side, walk your hands towards you, back knee touching the front foot, rotate to the back, extend your right arm. You can raise the hips or not. Big stretch. Slowly release. Bring the back leg over. And we are sitting one leg in front of the other. So my left leg is 90 degrees almost, and the other one, try to bring it on top. So it might be hard. Some of you might have both knees down, some of you not, like me. Let's see what's happening. This is a huge hip opener. Try to relax on it. Another variation, easier, only one side. You can bend the left knee and bring the other leg on top. But make sure you keep the back straight, the chest open, back long. So whatever variation you feel you want to do. So careful, this is a lot for the joints. I already feel it on my upper knee. And try to open the hips here, both sides. Then extend your right leg down, left knee still bended. So I'm opening more the hips as much as I can and start walking my hands forward, keeping the back long and straight. Try to move in a different angle. So now I want you to rotate your front foot, your right foot a little bit in and out, just a touch to feel what's happening in your hip here. So we want to rotate it outer to open more the hip. You can keep your hand here if you need until you have an idea of what you need to experience. Then long spine, and again, in order to get the most benefit for this one, support your head and stay there. Huge stretch for the hamstrings here on the right leg, opening the right hip. The left hip. And the spine is relaxed, long, full of space, breathing in and out through the nose. Slowly come back. And let's move back to the knees and hands. And prepare to do the other side. Come up into downward dog. Again, feel free to move into your dog or just stay still there. It's up to you, completely up to you. Whatever brings you joy and relaxation, go for it. Then slowly bring the feet closer together. Bend the right knee, all the weight is on the left leg. Extend the right leg up, down dog splits. Bend the knee in the air. Then bring the leg across, all the weight on your left leg, touching with the right toes. Then cross the leg over, right ankle over the left knee, looking forward, moving to pigeon at the side. So again, feel everything. You might need some support here underneath your right hip. Open as much as you can. Try to keep the hips squared up with shoulders and parallel with your mat. In my case, I'm doing the variation for discomfort and pain on the right knee, on the front knee. So I'm not sitting parallel to the mat, I'm sitting more on the right side. Then wherever you are, fully relax. Lots of stretch on the right glutes. Pigeon. Try to feel your breath on the left side, on the right side. Feel the weight of your head, relaxing. Letting go of all that is no more beneficial to us with every single exhale. And very gentle, prepare for the transition, coming up, sitting on the right side, bringing the leg over, and again, try your best to keep your right foreleg squared up and the other one on top as much as it is. So in my case, I need support underneath my right knee. And it's a big hip opener on my left side, upper leg side. Keep breathing. Again, it's the other variation with right foot on the mat. So whatever feels right for you. It's different, everything is different. Good. Then bring the upper leg to the back, knee on the front foot, and extend, open up the heart. Maybe raise. Push your hips up, then release. Left leg straight, right knee bend it. Again. You might need support. I need support on this side because of my knee. And now I start walking forward as much as it is. Make sure you outer rotate your straight leg. So move it from your foot left to right, then open up. Then bend. Spine long and straight. Big stretch for the hamstrings. And you might feel more or less hip opening on this side and the other. And slowly come back. Straighten the legs and let's run a little bit to release any tension we might accumulate on our knees, hips. Now side to side. Now let's rotate our ankles. Then the other way, then run away again. Then let's roll over into tabletop again to finish this super long sun salutation, modifications. Then bring the toes under and happily up into downward dog. Try to gentle rotate your pelvic floor. Tailbone to the pelvis, very gentle. Feel, experience what you feel. Extension on your lower back. Good, widen the shoulders, the chest. Feel your side super long. Then slowly looking forward, let's walk. Gentle, lazy, all the way to the front of the mat. Forward bend, open the heart. What this does, first is an inversion. The head is lower than the heart. So more blood coming into the brains, more oxygen, more nourishment. Then gravity helping the back, lengthening. Then big stretch on the back of the legs. Discover for yourself what you feel, what is the benefit. Maybe you need to open the legs more or less to sink in deeper into the pose. Then looking forward, soften the knees, bring your hands on the shin bones, release the hips lower, bring the hands on the thighs, looking forward, rotate your shoulders back away from the earth and press into the feet and come up. Arms open, shoulders open, arms backwards, extend all the way up. Bring your back bend here. Then come on, hands to the heart, Surya Namaskar. Let's relax and move on. Middle of the mats, open your legs, hands to the heart. Make sure your pelvic floor is in neutral here. Then bend one knee and the other one. Feel free to open the foot. You can go all the way down if you want. Then hands down, going all the way down. Lengthen up the back. Another big stretch for the back of the leg. Hip opener. Maybe hands to prayer. Let's pray not to fall. sinking into this pause. It's a balance. Hip opener, stretch back of the leg. Then hands down, coming back. And let's move to the other side. I'm staying up here. My knee doesn't like it. Into the other side. I still feel the stretch on my hip. And hands down and hands all the way down, forward bend. Again, gravity is working for us. Another inversion. Downward dog is also an inversion. Forward bend is an inversion. This one is an inversion. Giving the body a chance to lengthen with gravity. Excellent for the back, for the spine, for the brain. Both for space, for lengthening, space between the vertebrae, the joints, and the circulation. And coming up, rotate towards one side, rotate that foot out and move into forward front triangle on that side. Again, front leg straight. Imagine someone is pulling your hips very gentle backwards. Lots of stretch on the front, back of the leg, hamstrings. Soften the knees, walk forward, raise the back leg. Looking forward, open the chest first, then soften the knees, then bring the hands together into warrior three. Then bend the knee here and bring it up to the front. All the way up. Then cross legs in prayer. Another hip opener in balance. Make sure you don't rotate your hips here. You want to open the hip, but you don't want to rotate the hips. So outer rotate your inner thighs. Hips remain squared up with shoulders. Then relax. Shake, shake, shake. Then again, we are to the middle of the mat, legs open, forward bend. Drop your head. We need more and more oxygen to the brain, more circulation to release everything that is no more needed for cleansing, nourishing. Then rotate the other foot out and do your front triangle on the other side. Square up your shoulders with the hips. You might want to move the back foot sideways if you need to open more, but keep the front leg straight. Use your blocks if that's easier. And again, someone is pulling your hips very gentle backwards. Long spine. Someone else is pulling your head forward, very gentle. Very pleasant. Then soften the knees and walk your hands, raise the back leg. Up on the tip of the fingers, soften the front knee and come up into warrior three. Then bring the knee to front all the way up. Pull the leg up there. Then cross legs in prayer. Outer rotate your upper thigh. Then release. Relax everything. Shake, shake, shake. Good. Let's soften the knees and let your arms fly. And let's go for tree pose. Transfer weight on one side. The other foot is down or higher. I want you to stay lower and try to open the hips more. Auto rotate your thighs and open more the hip. So still hips are spread out with shoulders. Bring it higher, same thing. Auto rotate your inner thighs. Great. Stay longer or slowly release. So if anybody has arthritis, I don't recommend you to hold it too long. You need to circulate a lot on your joints. So other side, same thing. I want you to feel the difference. Open without rotating the upper body. So hip stays here and I open just to the side, not rotating. And do your tree pose. And feel the inner movement as you learn to auto-rotate. Excellent. Again, you can hold it longer or slowly release. Great, shake, shake, shake. A huge opener for the hip that you can do. I will show you quickly. You don't have to do it now. So I have a blanket and my knees down, close to the wall, and I'm sinking in this pose. So you might don't be close to a wall, that's okay, just watch me and you do it when you can. Or if you don't have the wall, you might just do it like this, maybe bending the knee, maybe try to reach. Same thing, opening the hip flexor. So do it wherever you are. Use the wall or without the wall. With the wall, it's actually deeper because you don't have to worry about balance, but you might not have it right now. So I'm doing my other side and I really feel the stretch of my quads. So I even don't feel anything in my hip because my quads are so tight. That's another thing. Everything is relating. For my thighs are so tight that they don't let the hip opening to the back. But now as I stay longer, I feel them opening. Again, if you are not at the wall, you can do it this way. You can use a strap if you don't reach or reach the pants. Good. So what's the difference? If you are doing it on the floor, it's less stretch on the quads. Actually, no, it's the same. If you don't bend and if you don't reach for the leg, it's not that much stretch on the quads. Good, let's sit. Soles of the feet together in a diamond. Rock from side to side. Then lengthen up the upper body. Outer rotate your inner thighs both ways. Then lengthen forward. Press gentle with your forearms to open more. Again, don't exaggerate. and sinking more. Coming back, shake, 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 and let's do the last one for opening the hips. Today we did a lot for the hips, and we will need it. So this is the frog. So we did before, extend each elbows with the toes together. Now our knees apart, and the lower legs are parallel to each other, and my pelvic floor is right between my knees, so don't go backwards. I'm going from the side, don't sink back, stay wherever you are, and do your frog sole. Opening, huge hip opener. Keep breathing. So as you can see, this was the last one that we are doing today. I was waiting to warm up very well our joints, so don't never start with this one. Start gradually, let the body accommodate. Then slowly come back. And let's sit again. Legs to front. We are almost done. Shake, shake, shake. Then let's lay down on our back. Hug your knees. Rock from side to side. So we are a little bit late. If you want to, if you need to go somewhere, go for it. If you don't, stay a little more with me. So I'm rocking from side to side, massaging the lower back, hugging my knees. It feels good because we did a lot of hips activity. Then feet down, shake again. Then arms down, walk your shoulder blades together, open chest. Then come up into a small bridge. Let your palms rotate out. Maybe raise more the hips. If you have a block, bring the block underneath your lower back and extend one leg at a time. Feel free, feel your hip. Then the other side. Keep breathing. If it's too much, bend the knees. So whatever you do, go down from your bridge, hug the knees again, hands over the knees or over the shin bones, open legs. Then hold the big toe with 2 fingers and happy child. Then when you go to one side, extend the opposite leg. Just playful. Then next time, stop here and pull the leg closer to you. You'll feel it on the back of the leg hamstrings. Then move it to the other side. Straight leg, pull the leg towards you. So more hamstrings. I don't know about you, but I'm sitting a lot and I really feel it. And let's do one more time, both sides, change sides. Make sure there's no tension on your shoulder. Just use the gravity, keep everything open. And the last one, last side. And come back. This you can do in your bed in the morning easily. Both this side to side, knees holding or shin bones holding. Then you can do in the bed in the morning, straight legs, flex and point. Rotate your ankles, running, shaking. Then the happy child. Then extend your arms away and reach away in both directions, stretching, then exhale, drop everything. Let's do one more. Inhale, extend, then drop. Then bend one knee, the other knee, and you can roll up, not now, in the morning. So let's do one more thing, spinal twist. And let's do it opening the hips more. So cross one leg over the other. Don't use your upper body, bring the legs closer, then use your hands just to hold it in position. So this is also hip opener and stretch for the glutes. Keep your neck relaxed. So you might need to stay here if you need more for your glutes and your hips, or if you choose so, you can rotate right into a spinal twist, dropping the knee. This is also a stretch for the glutes. So whatever you prefer. Some people prefer to have less poses, holding more. Some people need to do more poses, holding less. So it's important that you feel comfortable with your practice. So prepare for the transition, and let's do the other side, crossing the other way, opening the hip here, bringing the legs together, using the hands just to hold it, relaxing everything, long space on the neck, chin down. And again, if you want to stay here longer, do so, or rotate the legs to your left, drop the upper knee, rotate the head away, spinal twist, but still lots of stretch on the upper glutes. So as I told you, every single asana, it's excellent for at least 2, if not more things for the body. And regular yoga practice has to address the whole body, toes to head. Prepare for transition. Feet down, knees bended, shake, shake, shake. Then find your relaxation pose, Shavasana, or your restorative pose. So just relax. Make sure there is a lot of space, and fully release with your exhales. Everything that is no more needed. Tension, spots, negative emotions, all that is no more needed. Physical, mental, emotional. We let go. And with every inhale, we let the body attract the energies, the vibrations that are in our well-being interest, that are good for our bodies, for our emotions, for our mental. Just let them in. Let this body toes to head, fully relaxed, and perfectly vibrate as it was designed to be. align with the earth vibration, with the universe, in our best interest. Shana, you might want to stay longer or prepare for your transition. Stretch, take your time. Go on one side. Yes, rock your knees side to side. Take all the time you need. Then when you're ready, come up into seated. Hands together. Let's rub our hands. Then place one palm on the front of the head, one palm on the back of the head. Breathe in. Then feel your points here and press or tap, especially if you feel pain, just under the collarbones. Then tap on your thymus gland. Then on the ribs, here lower ribs, tap, tap, tap. Especially when you feel some pain, tap on over the pain. Then one hand on the opposite shoulder. So hold it like you want to grab and drop it diagonally 3 times. Another side, 3 times. Then wash your hands and hands together. Let's go towards each other with your personal thoughts, wishes, prayers. And coming up, let's pray with peace on earth and light and love for the whole planet and universe. Thank you, every one of you, for sharing this time together. Namaste.